As a project manager, you are leading the transition of your team from a traditional predictive approach to a hybrid model that incorporates elements of both predictive and agile methodologies. During this process, you observe confusion among team members about their roles and responsibility within the new hybrid framework. To effectively address this confusion and facilitate a smooth transition, which approach should you take to clarify roles and responsibility in the hybrid model? Yeah, interesting question, I think. Yeah. So we have a ongoing project. We were using predictive life cycle. Because of some challenges, we decided to move to hybrid now, and we are doing that transitioning. I am making my team members clear about the new hybrid approach. We are discussing and exploring. At the same time, we had a project roles, responsibilities, operating environment agreement. But now, since we are moving into a new framework or new approach, we are facing the confusion. So how should, as a project manager, I facilitate a common understanding of roles and responsibility, which also aligns with my organization expectation and acceptable to my whole team? That seems to be my challenge. Let's see what are the options. Option A, assign role based on Scrum guidelines. Okay, emphasizing Scrum practices as the dominant component in the hybrid model. There is a possibility that you will follow Scrum based approach, but it's a hybrid. Just focusing on Scrum roles, Scrum master, product owner, and team may not be sufficient. Yeah, may not be. It may be, but may not be as well. So we are not getting in this option a clear understanding of what is really needed. We are directly jumping to a possible solution. Yeah, and that makes me a little worried about this particular option A. Let us explore other options. Option B, retain the traditional role from the predictive approach without any modification. So again, this is saying just continue. Maybe you change other aspects of life cycle, but or other aspects of your way of working, but roles and responsibility may continue as it is. There is a possibility. But again, in the question, we are not getting sufficient inputs to say that that will be the best approach to move forward with. So option A and option B both are possibilities, but both are opposite possibility. One is saying let's follow Scrum rules. Another is saying let's continue the way we are working and change other part of it. Yeah, so both are two extreme end of possible solution which may come out. Option C, facilitate a team charter activity, collaboratively define and clarify roles and responsibility tailored to the hybrid model. Looks a great idea. So it might be revisiting the team charter. That should be the case. Hopefully we already have a team charter. If you don't have it, the option talking about let's explore as a team to find out how should we figure out our roles and responsibility so that we can make maximum or a best use of our current or a new approach seems to be a good idea. And the option C is giving me that option. They are using a term called team charter for it, but that looks like a great idea. Option C. Yeah, so as of now, I go with option C. Option D, allow team members to choose their role based on personal preferences and their past experience in either methodology. Some of you will say, yes, we should do that because we are focusing on autonomy, and agile and hybrid way of working is letting people decide what they want to do. So it's a good idea, but it is not an individual choice alone. We need to have a team perspective on it. So in the option D, it is not focusing on self-organizing team, rather it is focusing on independent and autonomous team members, yeah, which may not be a desired case because here we are focusing on creating a team which will use hybrid approaches. Yeah. So that's why the option C is still the best choice out of our available options. This particular question, though it is little bit under the context of agile, we can say that it might be little bit touching the task 13 of a process domain, which is focusing on determine appropriate project methodology, methods, and practices, because roles are also practices. It also maps to a people domain task 6, which is focusing on build a team, because we are probably rebuilding the team in the new way of working, which is hybrid now. So it focuses on topics like project lifecycle selection and tools. It focuses on topic like team charter also, and building the team as well.